started getting more healing when I stopped sleeping with my husband. I was celibate in my marriage for 3 years just before we divorced. I now understood that marriage was an alignment of assignments. There were different kind of red flags that we women in love are so blinded by, shut high to, that we're like, if I knew, I won't have jumped beside that fire.
So you know that you thought that he was just sleeping with strangers.
Yes.
But your best friends, people you knew.
I saw the whole idea of domestic violence in the home from a different perspective.
Right.
No, mother's girl was not like that.
It was tit for tat.
Bas.
Knife for hammer.
If you don't understand, there was only a time that daddy that would run.
Because you are seeing this person as a full human being, not just a tool to make
me happy. That was what I was thinking in the beginning.
Rema.
I was thinking in the beginning that my happiness, I have found someone that will make
you happy.
That is the most selfish thinking any human being can have for another human being.
It's the Rose Show and you are welcome. Guys, recall that sometime in January 2022, dancer Kaffy revealed to the public that her marriage with her husband was over. This marriage had lasted for years and they had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. And she said the marriage she not do again. But they sounded like they were, peaceful, and we've been to hail them, shall say, marriage has ended and everybody is going on. Well, you know how marriages and divorces can be messy. It didn't seem like it was it for them. But anyways, now we get to find out that Kaffy was actually writing the book, and Kaffy has written the book because she just had an interview with Today, when she sat down and she talked about all the things, or some of the things she was going through in her marriage, and she actually revealed that her ex-husband was sleeping around and he was actually sleeping with her best friends. You guys, that's a lot. And now people are actually saying that she should keep quiet, silence is golden. And I know that we are saying that people should keep private matters private, but I feel like whatever people have to do to heal these days, and she actually came out and she's been very vocal about all that she went through, actually even talking about the fact that it could be something that her parents actually went through. So it's like maybe a cycle that she's trying to break and everything. And she said in her interview that with her parents and what she went through, like maybe with her parents' experience, she didn't feel like she needed closure because like she probably felt like they know that, okay, what they did, that they regretted it. Guys, this is a whole lot. And that marriages, a whole lot happens inside marriages. And she talked about red flags. I feel like a lot of people who have been in toxic and abusive marriages, when they come out, they always talk about red flags. And that's why it's very important, like before you enter, there's some things that sometimes, like she said, love will just blind your eyes to it. So that's why, like, nobody is perfect. This whole marriage thing is in the hands of God. Sometimes you feel like you are doing everything right, but you just are blinded sometimes to the things that are actually going to come out and pose a huge issue for you, like later in future.
According to your book, how he wanted to be presented. So it's your car, but he wants to drive it.
Yes.
So that they can see him as the one driving.
Yeah, more or less like it gets the wine of his friends that, wow, now you go let her they drive you. So you can't be like, say she be your sugar mom. You can't be like, say. So I saw that thing. I saw it was a very boyish thinking for me. But I was like, okay, you know what? If that's going to make you feel like the man, okay, that's fine. There were different kind of red flags that we women in love are so blinded by, shut high to, that we're like, okay, maybe it's just because he wants to feel more in control. And don't forget, I said culturally, I was already programmed for submission.
So you're thinking that something is wrong with you as a woman.
Yes, if I don't allow him. So I was compromising even the things that shouldn't be compromised.
You guys, if you know about Kaffy and her ex-husband's marriage, you know that Kaffy was older than her husband. And it felt like Kaffy was the most successful one. I don't know how much they earn, but sometimes when it comes to celebrities, the person who is more popular, we feel like this person that's earning more. So I don't know if Kaffy financially was earning more, but what she's saying, her husband wanting to be the one to drive her car rather, because of what friends would say, like she said, culturally. And this is an issue actually in Africa and in Nigeria, because you know how it is, like most times, even if the woman that's earning money, the man has to be the one who has to pay, in public, maybe pay school fees in public, pay during dinners and everything, so that people will feel like it's the man that has the money. The woman is earning, she wants to buy a house or something, she still has to buy the house in the husband's name. People say they do that kind of thing. I don't know, but I guess maybe the pressure too of having to live like that, it could have been a lot.
Enough for marriage. And a lot of us aren't. Our parents are not preparing us enough. Living through their eyes is not enough education about marriage. It's a special course that needs to be taken. We can't have a society that issues you marriage certificate easier than driver's license. Like, it's harder to get a driver's license and it's much easier to get a marriage certificate, but it's inside these homes that all the ills of the society are being built. There's a lot of mental health situations, that assessment that needs to go on. It's not only the counseling ship they should do mental evaluation of the couple. It should be a mandatory requirement that drug tests, mental evaluation, all of this kind of thing, couples therapy, there needs to be like a 1-year program of human behavioral sciences that I think needs to go before two people decide to come and damage another human being that they'll bring to life.
And I totally get what Kaffy is saying here, but the thing about marriage is that most times it's between two adults. It's like this whole genotype thing. When they say, okay, people of genotypes that might make somebody give birth to an SS child shouldn't get married, people will still say, I love each other, I'm going to get married. And sometimes the only thing that maybe institutions can do, or religious institutions can do, is just to say, okay, we won't wed you, but they can go other places and go and get married. You know, I feel like when it comes to all this married thing, when somebody is seeing a red flag and decides that flag is white, there's almost nothing you can do to tell them that flag is red. You know, yes, parents sometimes can say, okay, we will not wed you, but you've seen people who have eloped, you know, with people that they feel like this is the love of my life. You understand? I'm not saying that these evaluations, like you're saying, should not be done. I'm just saying that it's harder, and this married thing is just like individuals that will use themselves and want themselves. Now, I'm using a hand warning herself, look yourself in the mirror, say, okay, this person is not good enough for me, I deserve better. You understand? I don't have to live in an abusive relationship. You know, this person is going to hurt me. This person is not behaving like they actually care about me. And like, yeah, all these evaluations actually still need to be done, because sometimes when you see person something inside marriage or relationship, you're asking yourself, this person are they all right inside here? Like, you know, you see some cases and you say, okay, this thing is actually a mental issue. This person know they all right upstairs. And people who are sane actually living with people who are not very, very well inside their head. They are living in the house as husband and wives, and the other person is tolerating all the excesses of the person whose head is not even very, very correct. But because the person they wear clothes bath up, you go say in head they correct, and not be say person they walk off for road no wear clothes, now means say the person head correct. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, people are in the house living well, educated, and their head is still touching. So this mental health thing is a very, very serious issue, and people should be evaluated. You know, people should be careful who they actually end up with. I shall hope say the fact that Kaffy came out to talk is not the beginning of basketballs that we've not seen in months. Anyways, I hear say the husband don't talk something, but I'm going to bring that gist to you like in my next video. You know, I just hope that they just be peaceful and just raise their kids peacefully. Because one thing why I don't see for marriages where break up and divorces, especially celebrity own, you go they ask, see, these people they've been loved themselves before, you know, like they've been lived together, they make babies and everything. But like Kaffy saying, make person no continue waiting go con, you know, break children where they don't born. And because person won't just they married, you'll now be in the marriage that will actually be you know, hurting your children and making them have things that they have to heal from. Well, now, thank you for watching. This is the Rose Show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Now, bye.